welcome to, a couple things. So for one, oh yeah, by the way, that's gonna be stupidly zoomed in actually when that gets edited, but that's for later. That's for like 2 months from now. At the rate I'm going with editing, aka not at all, because I can't move my file into the correct thing. But anyways, so this is really interesting because I have good news and I have weird news. So the weird news is this has to stay. The PSP has to be recorded on my old Elgato. For whatever reason, my 1080-60, the one that's inside of my computer right now, for whatever, because, this is so fucky. I find it really weird that, like, older programs like Filmora 7 can edit way different stuff than Filmora Pro can. You can edit the same thing, but once you go past like 6 hours and 30 minutes in video recording, then something Filmora Pro can't handle all of that. It might be like a space issue that I don't fully understand. Imagination, you've seen every single bit of weaponry and armor as possible. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I thought Rathians weren't allowed to fly. That's why they're called the Queens of the Land, right? Alright, that's Forest and Hills. Some monoblosts in this. Again, like half the monsters we've already seen. Yep. I knew I was hearing something weird. But yeah, this is also post Monster Hunter Frontier. Unfortunately. Fucking love Frontier, by the way. But yeah. So you might notice something different. So between, if I remember correctly, I kind of stopped this for a long while. At least like a month or two at this point. Well, in actuality, it's been like a year or so, but actually, it's a little less than a year because I believe I was still doing 14 with this, and I think that was right at the beginning of last semester that I was doing 14 on the PS4. And I was like, this kind of sucks. But yeah. So you'll notice that he's not moving by himself. So what I did was I went down to my, your friendly nuclear lab, and what I did was I opened everything up. I managed to somehow not really knowing what I'm doing, and not being particularly careful, I managed to not, like, tear the ribbons. If you don't know, ribbon connections are apparently... Oh yeah, that's right, there's a big old delay as well for the old the old Elgato. But, and it turns out there was a screw missing. So I actually bought, I ended up buying a, like before I did anything, I didn't have much hope, but I ended up, because the seller that I bought it from, like, had a lot of, hey, my thing didn't come, and then the guy was like, oh, it wasn't up to our specifications or something. I don't know. But, so I actually do have a replacement joystick and a little screw, because my normal screwdriver wasn't actually precise enough. So I had to go down there to the lab, and they actually had, like, little jewel things that were even smaller than the ones that I had. So I opened up my PSP, managed to not break everything, I ended up with an extra screw, weirdly enough, so that I didn't have before opening it up, so that's concerning. But I ended up moving one of the screws. So yeah, so like the little joypad and or joystick nub, the joystick nub, like the 3DS has, actually was missing, like, I think it has like 3 screws, like a little triangle, and one of the screws was missing. So what kept on happening, I'm pretty sure, is that because, you know, when you screw something in, generally the thing doesn't really like being screwed in, and will normally, you know, like if you unscrew something all at the same time, you'll notice that it'll generally like rise up a little bit, because, you know, it doesn't normally stay that tight without a screw. Yeah. Also, I decided I'm gonna change my weapon to sword and shield, because that's gonna be a lot easier, I think. Yeah, technically I'm supposed to be doing hunting. So technically I'm also supposed to be doing collecting, but... Is that a fucking Yerenguagua? Is Yerenguagua from this game? Yeah, Yerenguagua not up there, not a cuckoo. Oh boy, yeah. Kind of nostalgia. Another thing with my character should technically be like different. He should be like my original 3, or I guess original Final Fantasy 14 character. In that, you know, although, I don't know. Because let's see, I should still be in like tutorial mode. God, this is so nice. Huh. Yep, those are all the weapons. Although I think that there might be, I don't know. Am I missing the heavy, or one of the 2 things, you know? Is there a kitchen, though? I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send a present to that pretty woman that lives behind your house. Have you heard of wild wyvern egg? It has superb flavor and can be used as medicine. It'll make a perfect present, don't you think? Except it seems the egg is enormous. I hear that even if you try to run while carrying it, you end up slow as a snail. Monster caught you like that, it'd be dreadful. Alright, let's think of another present. Or just pay me to do it. Just look at my buddy here. He says he's gonna give his lady love a present. I think that would be better if he gave her something carved from a monster he killed instead of some silly egg. Well, you tell him that he can carve all kinds of items from monster he slated. All he has to do is press the circle button. And yeah, online gathering hall technically should work in a way. But of course, it's only local. Again, it's interesting that, like, some games have... Well, because, yeah, at this current point, the only one that doesn't actually have online is... You know, that hasn't been fucking deleted off the face of Earth. By being the fucking best game in the series, but oh well. We're Americans, so we're not, you know... Well, now the Japanese people, and, you know, everyone else can't play it either, technically. Again, at this point, I have to be worried about what I say. You know, it's only 126 years, though, before I can say something, apparently, so... Let's see... I have 500, zenny. And yeah, unfortunately, you can't actually go to Midgard, in this version, even though I checked. And that's just not, you know, because they moved it into the little gathering hub. For some stupid reason, they decided to do that. Lord knows why. Anyway, my brother was under in town. He said he took a pickaxe to dig ore so he could make new weapons and armor. Well, there are places where you can go get ore in the cliffs and nests out in the wild. He needs pickaxe to mine this point. So I wonder why he tells me all this boring stuff about mining anyways. Hey, I love mining in, well, it's not half bad in RuneScape either, but... So does this mean oh yeah, Zyphreium. That canonically we don't we can't actually that we don't actually ever pull out the sword? Because considering we get it in generations. I don't know what the timeline is. I know that 4 Ultimate takes place before World because you have the Ace guy. Let's see, one of you should be the Smith. No, you're not. Let's see, equipment details. So we have the chain helm, the chain mail, and then nothing for that. So we need, we need some variant of, gauntlets. It's so weird. So that's 1, 2. Velociprey we probably want to make, or yeah, probably because the Velociprey has like better stuff. Well, it has better resistance. It has more general resistances. So we need iron ore, we need a Velociprey scale, we need a cuckoo scale. It's Velociprey, not Velocidrome. Alright, first rate hunter, there are all sorts of challenges you have to meet. What level of quest would you like to undertake? I don't know, me. Okay. Two herbs and 1 spider web. Okay, we shouldn't need anything of that. You can find all sorts of useful items out in the hunt. Search around and bring me 2 herbs and 1 spider web. Delete, press okay. And yeah, so I can't charge this, so, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, I guess, in a way. Because I get to play this at lesson. Not that it necessarily matters. It just shears off, like, an extra, like, maybe 5 hours that I'd be recording. That was a fucking sumo wrestler. But no, that's the guy. See, I have a cricket? Since we're in the... Oh, you can't actually... So yeah, you have this. You don't have the target cam. Running. Wow, that's actually not that different. See, do we have a both? We do. So you can't actually attack with a shield. Okay, that doesn't necessarily actually mean anything. This is like, this reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy 1 in that, like, I play it and I'm like, holy fuck, this is a lot. Like, see, spiderweb and an herb. This reminds me so much of, like, current, well, you know, Generations Ultimate, at least. Oh, I finally stopped calling it double cross as my default. Yeah, anyway, so now to search for items. You won't last long if you don't master search, and find the requested item in the region and put them in the delivery box. On your requested items, a spiderweb can be found somewhere in Zone 6. And it's found somewhere too, search under trees and among the tall grass, ones that you can access. You don't get lost. And 50 items. Oh, it's a treasure of items. You'll see something out of the ordinary. Press the things. Okay. Of course, we don't actually have an indicator until, I believe, 3 Ultimate. Well, again, like, that's the weird thing is, like, with Frontier. That's shit. Of course, this isn't actually, although apparently, you know, I don't think any of the PlayStation controllers are actually that comfortable. But yeah, remember, you know, let me just say, I'm having an absolute field day with this. Because remember when I complained constantly about, like, Missy Peaks or whatever? I guess with low climbing things and okay. You interacted with. Can I crawl? Yes. Again, this is really nice. It's like the same controls. You know, that massive fan is the immense amount of gathering we're gonna have to do. And unlike Frontier, again, it's been like almost a year since I played Frontier at this. No, it's been half a year. I don't know if you can actually get up this part. Also, I got good news. Apparently, there's a way to hack the PSP TV to let you play every single Vita game on it. Which is weird that there's, like, games that are just, like, blacklisted, but that's it. Like, why? We're actually gonna need Ivy for traps, so... Is that normal? Oh god, I think I went the wrong way. Okay, no, you can go up here. Or you can jump across the area. I don't think the game really likes me doing that. And yeah, I know, technically upgrading my sword. So what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna have like a bunch of swords. Because the sword and shield is gonna be my main weapon for this because it's gonna be simple to use. But we're gonna have a lot of elemental things. I don't know if I have to leave my... That would be fucking awful. Oh yeah, so like, well, at least some of this game is technically... I don't know, that's the weird thing is if I can get someone, you know, if I can buy PSP and somehow convince someone to, play this something, then I can do like treasure hunting. But other than that... But anyway, so enjoy this. Yeah, you